I gotta figure out about this message. 2X. Rev, I'd like you to take a look at this sometime. Figure out exactly how he got this stupid book here. I'd like to know that, really, I would. It would help me a lot. I don't know, this place was built up completely, and he got through. He got a box delivered to my doorstep telling me, well, don't forget the C in the CC stands for Conquerors and Confederation. It's just a CC, that kind of stuff. I need a break.
X.
How long have you been here?
You haven't noticed the big gunship right next to your house?
This house don't have windows, and copper kind of noise suppressing. Anyways, I had a lot to tell you.
Well, tell me.
We'll start with who I found. I found a few people, but I found a certain someone. I found Kane.
Oh, sweet Lord.
He wasn't alive. All those months of him having a tracker that was apparently on, well, apparently his tracker might have gotten eaten by something. I don't know. What was left of him washed up on shore.
Probably a salmon.
Probably that 3-headed salmon that I was talking about. Yeah. It was just weird to finally see him, What was left of him, really. It was strange. Was hanging around the other day. Was doing a perimeter sweep because Mr. Todd over there doesn't know how to keep his nose at everybody saying and stop attracting attention. So doing a perimeter sweep. Making sure he wasn't building some nuclear device under my base. And found him right down there by the Goliath. He got caught on one of the wheels.
Oh.
He's safe now. This is where he'll rest. I was holding out hope. Misplaced hope. One day we will be engraved like that.
Probably sooner than later, considering the lives that we've lived.
Yeah, we won't be here. He's not here to help. And if me and you weren't here, do you imagine what would be happening right now? General Ford
We'd be in a whole world. We'd definitely be in a whole world of shit then.
Yeah. Do you imagine if we would have died to the skulk 4 weeks ago? What would happen? What would be happening right now?
I'm so surprised that we got out of that alive.
Yeah, well, I got some news from, this is from the man himself. Surge. Says 2X. I've got word you were the deciding factor in the winner of the now stalemate over in Date. I got this morning, by the way. Seems you and Winston both have forgotten that just 4 months ago you were both fighting against them. Four and Burt may have grown up to the CC, but Operation Wipeout was imagined by Four and approved by Steve to be used if needed to kill the breakaways, to destroy Red Talon. I will never accept Winston back as leader. He's lost Red Talon's views, but never forget, they aren't just a CC for no reason. The first C is Conquerors, and I'll be darned if Surge didn't predict it. Not even 15 minutes later, me and Zachariah were crossing that mountain going to look at some of the Silverhawks I had renewed. And so be it, there it was. A bunch of Confederation gunships and some random commander out there, don't even remember his name.
What's really funny about that is that Surge never got that himself. That was from me. Why do you think I fought against the CC for so long? It wasn't just because I wanted power.
It changed. But the problem is, Graves, if we lose our usefulness, we are done. Because they are so cornered. We are so cornered by Red Talon and the Skulk. Confederations don't even know that, and they already feel cornered. If they see something that looks dangerous enough to wipe them out, possibly fall on the heads of Red Talon, they're not going to think about it. They're going to get rid of it. We hold that power, and we can't let them find out. Todd over there, he tested a third missile. And he bore down the Confederation on us. Yeah, he tested a third one. And he bore down the Confederation on us. And guess what? I had to go over there and talk him down. He is on my butt now. I took the blame for him. I said I took responsibility for him. I stuck my neck out for him.
What?
Because if I don't, then the whole place goes kablooey.
Alright.
He's got stuff in there that'll keep it from going kablooey. I mean, he's got stuff that could turn this war, and I'm not going to risk losing it all because a few people don't get along. So I said to heck with him. So I told him that he needs me, the Confederation needs me, and that guy was with me, so he can leave him alone. I told him Todd was with us. He's with us now. That's official. It's official, Graves.
Well then, if he's with us, then he dies with us.
I don't plan on dying. I mean, I was just saying we're going to be a grave one day, because we are. That carpet. You know who used to sit on that carpet? Stark. And I said I found more than just Kane, right? I said I found more than just one person. I found them.
That's true. Sorry.
Commander Keegan. Both. Irony has it, Surge stuck them right at the same place they were taken from us. The old ruins of the base. Rev over here was doing some scans of the area with that thing up there. A striker. Yeah, that thing can also quickly survey some land. Those things are fun. We found them. And we know they're alive and very well taken care of. Because, heck, everything checked out well. I mean, they looked okay. They were alive. They're just in a small space. They're not even heavily defended. So it seems fishy. But we found them.
Like it's a trap.
I'm cooking up a plan to make sure we don't get trapped, Graves. And I don't know what play to make. I don't know what play to make. I don't have a plan yet for that. We can't do it yet.
Look at me. I think I might have an ace up my sleeve.
Not yet. They're alive so far, right? I am not going to risk getting both of them killed before we can even get them back again.
I'm not saying that we carpet bomb them.
And I'm saying that we're not going in there just me and you. There you go. We can't do it yet. We just can't do it yet.
Need more time.
Much more. As much as I would love Stark back right now, we can't do it yet.
So I don't know Surge's game.
Nope.
Well,
yeah, I sure as heck don't want to walk in there, hit a tripwire or something, and they get killed right in front of us before we can even unlock the door. It'd be useless. And Todd, he was doing human testing still with Skulk.
Figures as much. That boy don't listen.
Told him to stop. Told him I'd check back in a week. He also had a giant power node of Skulk. One that was powering half of Confederation cities. He had interlaced it into their power network, and it was powering how. You know how much damage a ball of Skulk could do with that much power if it were to decide to, not be locked away behind glass?
You know how much a single speckle could do.
I know. Look at this sword.
I also know.
This sword.
I don't have to look at a sword.
It's a living example of it. It is. It has Skulk. It is powered by Skulk. It kills everything it touches. I still ain't figured out why they did it.
Why the Bride created that monstrosity.
Why the Skulk made my sword an insta-kill weapon. It's getting to the point now to where I'm worried about the next play, because I don't know it. Steve's gone dark on me for 4 weeks. General Murley has not spoken to me for 4 weeks. Red Talon has only spoken to me just this morning after 4 weeks of silence. They haven't shown their face. The stalemate over there has been going on. Todd finally gets the Confederation to, come face-to-face with me, but it's on bad terms. And now they're wondering why the heck there's 3 giant craters over there and why there's so much technology in that place, and I stuck my neck out to protect it. I mean, you know what this is?
Everybody's got a poker face. But they aren't willing to put their chips in.
Graves, you know what this is? Mark my words. This is the point where we either make it or break it. This is where This is the point where we either focus on winning the war or surviving the catastrophe that happens because we couldn't. The fact of the matter is, the Skulk is rebuilding itself over there, like Zachariah said. We saw what it was doing in the rally point. We see what Todd's doing over there with it. It holds more power than any of us could ever control. Even a speck of it. My sword. I mean, heck, I don't even know how to control that anymore. I feel like it grows more powerful every day. One day I'm going to wake up and it's going to be hovering over me with 8 spider legs and it's just going to eat me in my bed. That's how I'm going to die. That's how I'm going to go out, Graves. My own sword's going to eat me. That's how I feel about it. Red Talon's bearing down on us. All it's going to take is for the Skulk to get unhappy with this war and the way it's going, and it's going to come. It's going to come hard. And I told Zachariah this morning I wasn't going to focus on Skulk anymore. I was tired of talking about it because every time we do it appears. Well, we were talking about it that morning about not talking about it anymore. And by golly gee, Todd shows up doing more human testing. It's going to show up again. What?
You're right. It is going to show up. But trust me, the Skulk is not unhappy. You want to know why?
I know how to stop
More flesh for it to feast on.
I know how to stop it. Bold words, right? Todd is testing on the Skulk for power. Red Talon doesn't even know it exists. The Confederation probably doesn't know it exists. I know how to stop it, Grace. I know how to stop it. I don't know how to stop it, but I have a concept of how to stop it. I know how we're going to have to do it. There's no way we can take on the growing army of Skulk. It just keeps growing and growing and growing more powerful, right? The only way to outmatch it now is not with a sword, not with an army, because it will take us out and it will grow stronger for every soldier it kills. But we overpower it. The only way to do that, my friend, is to figure out its weakness and to make sure every bit of it is blown to pieces whenever we find it.
Now you're speaking my language.
Oh, yeah. You thought I was done with missiles whenever I bombed your place? No, we're not going to use it against Red Talon or against the Confederation. Too risky. But using it against something that eats collateral damage is something you could not avoid anymore. One of these bad boys,
right.
once we figure out the rocket propulsion system and its weakness, we will destroy it.
I could probably get Campbell to help you with this.
I would love that because we're going slow.
He designed many of we have for Gauss cannons and the Wyvern itself.
Well, if you see, I mean, it works. It's just, it's only got an hour life. And, that'll make it from here to the capital city, But, we can't launch them all at once. And I don't, it's just, I don't want something to go wrong. Us call off the missile, try and reroute it. Because, yes, it has homing, by the way. We found that out before we could figure out how to get it to fly for longer. Yeah, that's something. Anyways.
That's definitely something.
Yeah, that's an AI thing right there. I don't know what Rev's doing. Anyways, we can get it to fly for an hour and that can reach anywhere, but I don't want to run into an issue where the Skulk leaves and we have to reroute it, because then we have a missile that falls from the sky in some city, and then, well, you know what happens from then on out whenever a missile falls out of the sky.
All too familiar with it.
Yeah. So, this is what I'm working on. Nobody hears about this.
Not a single word will come out of my mouth. I'll probably forget about it by the end of the night.
Good.
You see, I have a very, very special date tonight.
Yeah, hold on, I'm gonna try and keep it, I'm gonna get us here. I'm gonna be serious, hold on. You have a date?
Yeah. Called a bottle of whiskey.
I know it wasn't real. Nah, but as much as I get fed up about the Skulk, it's more of people making the Skulk dangerous, because that down there, that'll get rid of it. Only problem is, if anybody figures out that I'm doing that, they're not going to let me follow through with my idea of getting rid of the Skulk. So that's why it's...
Yeah, we're definitely going to have a problem with... Yeah, we're definitely going to have a problem if they find out.
Well, nobody will, because the silo isn't even uncovered yet. There is a silo, but it is covered with a layer of dirt. Nobody can find it.
Good.
It's protected. It's just, I worry sometimes. I know at the rate it's going, I can have its weakness found and the missiles made and the rocket propulsion system done by the time it gets to the point to where it wants to show itself finally and take us all out. The only problem is with people like Todd making giant fusion cores out of it. That is hard. That is making it more powerful at an extraordinary rate compared to what it normally would. That is where we run into a problem.
X.
Uh-huh.
You ever wonder how we die?
No, I haven't thought too much about it. I don't plan on doing it anytime soon, but I know one day, because everybody dies, we will be in a grave. And what happens after that, well, that's the question, ain't it? Who's going to take our places?
We got to consider the lives that we lived. You, most of your life, you've lived a peaceful life. Me, on the other hand, peace was never an option.
For about 5 months, I've been the busiest man on the planet. But everything that happened before those 5 months, everything that happened before your 5 months ago, most of those choices didn't matter, whether you want to believe it or not. Most of the choices we made over the past 5 months, they didn't matter. You see, you got a whole bunch of choices in life. And people say, if you go back in time and you kill a butterfly, heck, the world could be completely upside down. But you know what I believe? I believe that throughout your days, you make 1 million micro choices. Now, they have an effect, yeah? But if you throw a tiny pebble into a pond, the only effect it has is the one little ripple ring that disappears, after about 5 seconds. And the fish don't even move. But if you throw a huge boulder into a river, the fish disperse, the sediment gets kicked up whenever it hits the bottom, the ripples, they go across the entire lake. It's noticeable, and it stays, because that rock ain't going to be moved from the bottom. The sediment it moved goes somewhere else. Nothing is the same as it was before. The fish are not grazing in that same spot on their sea kelp or whatever. You see? That big choice, those are the ones. Every little choice matters, of course, because, it matters where those little rocks land, too. You don't want to knock a fish out, but those big choices, like 5 months ago, us banding together, that was a big choice. You creating Red Talon after being exiled, that was a big choice.
That wasn't really created, just reestablished.
Okay, well, that was a big choice. Us having a fallout, that was a big choice.
The choice that had been made for me.
Me going to find you again, that was a big choice. You choosing to work with me willingly again, that was a big choice. Us being here and me sticking my neck out for Todd, that was a big choice. Everything else in between really didn't matter. It all kind of just, added up, but it mattered something.
What does matter is what comes ahead.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say, We both had separate lives, but they've come together and, we've kind of have the same idea. We're on the same side. We're fighting for the same purpose, despite how separate our lives looked. And it's going to come down to the next couple of days. I won't even give it a week. The next couple of days are going to confirm whether we are going to work to win this war, or whether we are going to go running, trying to survive the war. Because that down there, I have time to make that. And that it will be the last place that falls on this godforsaken realm. I'll tell you, that will be the last place that falls is that bunker. Because all we need is one missile. And this area at least will be safe.
Well,
so what happens next? I don't know what happens next. We don't have a play, Graves. For the first time in forever, we don't have a play. And Todd's over there summoning giant camps from the ground. Red Talon's over there shooting at people still in the main city. The Confederation's over here bothering us. And Red Talon has Stark and Keegan over there at some base. And we still don't have a play, Graves.
We should be counting our chips. Picking our hands.
Idle hands are bad.
Idle hands are bad.
They're a recipe for disaster.
Weak hands are worse.
Well, weak hand is... Yeah, but I'll tell you what. We ain't got a weak hand. It's just idle. Look at this, Graves. This look like a weak hand.
Not exactly.
There's more power in this tiny little block area than there is across the entire rest of this world.
We just don't do it. We know that.
We can't. That's the thing. Or at least if we can, I don't know what. Every risk is too great. But then again, everything we've done so far has risk greater. Right? I just hate the thought of losing again.
You still have the schematics for the Silverhawk, don't you?
Oh yeah, I built some. They're on the other side of the hill. Oh.
I have an idea.
Oh. You want to do that now?
Red Talon weaponry. Silverhawk ingenuity.
Well. I like your thinking. We could remodel the entire wyvern. We can make a Model 2.
I'm not talking about the wyvern. The wyvern's perfect as is.
Oh.
Talking about a new gunship.
Oh, you just shot my idea down. Huh.
We can improve upon each other's designs. I'm not saying that we can't.
We don't need a gunship. We don't need a new powerful. The Silverhawk is that gunship. You've seen what they can do. What we need, and we have a striker.
Well, you seen what the Wyvern can do?
Yeah, we have everything we need. We just need to play. We need to play, Graves. That's what I mean. We can play around as much as we can, but we need to make a move. And I don't want to say this like it's gonna come out, but I think I'm too scared to make a move, Graves.
That's fair.
If we mess with Red Talon, well, we don't know what we're getting ourselves into. We found their main base whenever we were escaping the Skulk.
Did you know?
Whenever we were escaping the Skulk, remember? I did some more, aerial views of that place. Yeah, it's their main base.
It was, I'll be honest, it was kind of a blur.
Well, everything is there of theirs. Red Talon's main base was there. They still got that base over there, where Kane's old base was. We could take down that base. We could assault that base over there. But we'd have to trek through Todd's territory. Make sure he doesn't get in the way.
So, that's one.
Another one. We cannot get Keegan and Stark back yet. We cannot do that. That is one I am not taking a risk on. That's a risk I will never take in a million years. Stark's life, it's not going to happen.
Still need more info on that.
Yes, we do.
On the sensitivities.
Yes.
That's the Confederation. Marley and Steve are going dark.
Well, they just haven't talked to me.
Useless as ever.
Mr. Leader guy, Steve, he's made speeches and stuff. He's kept in the loop. Merle's kept in the loop. I mean, heck, he used you just a couple weeks ago. But they haven't talked to me.
Is an understatement.
That's where it comes to an issue. So I guess we could meet with them, try and get them to tell us what they know, what they need. Or we could go clear my consciousness and go figure out what Todd's doing over there, because he just made an entire camp with watchtowers and everything just rise out of a giant hatch in the ground.
Are you joking?
Take a look at the skyline, my friend. Those are watchtowers.
What the hell is that?
You want to go? I think we just found our play, Graves.
I'm not going to like this play, but sure.
Me and you, Graves. No Wyvern, no other guys. Let's do this. Let's do it. You haven't gotten to meet Todd properly yet. I think this would be a perfect time.
No, I haven't. Besides the disturbing... Oh, if you find Winston Graves, send him over.
Well, don't worry. He knows who you are.
Now he does.
Yeah, well, we know who he is, too. I confronted him about it in the meeting. He admitted it. He was the Bryce scientist that caused the whole kerfuffle. He was the one.
I know that.
He admitted it, is the thing. It wasn't just in a book. It wasn't just an idea. He admitted it.
I know.
That's why he has so much technology. He was one of the
first ones. Blame him.
Well, there ain't nobody else to blame. He was the one who did it, and he knew what he was doing.
He and his people.
His people. I wouldn't even call them his people. They don't know what they're doing. He tested on his own people. You didn't know that either, did you?
No, I didn't.
Now you do. Let's get this over with, Graves. Oh, we found our play. What do we do after this is the question, Graves. I guess we'll talk about that after this. That's usually how things go. If we're going to do something after this, you probably talk about it after this.
Like I said, I have a date with a bottle of whiskey, and I don't want to be late.
Why don't we go to the tavern in Hiwi? Me and you.
I'd rather drink in solace.
Oh, come on, Graves. We're finally back together after 4 weeks, and you want to go drink in solace.
I've had a long week.
Me too.
A long week that's only been a day.
Oh, well, mine, it was consolidated into today as well. How are we going to get at this one? You see, this is why I prefer... Problem solved. There it is, Graves. I was just here a couple hours ago. God, I hope things have calmed down.
Well, with us here, they're definitely not.
Housekeeping!
Open the door!
What are you guys doing here?
I brought Graves this time, my friend. You've met him before. You know why I'm here.
Yeah, I've met him before. What are you doing here?
You know why I'm here.
We were wondering what those towers are.
The camp you made rise from the ground.
Yeah, so, you remember all those prisoners I had captured? Well, I could just release them, and they go back and spill the bean.
You couldn't
I
just
had
release them.
to, if I release them, then they're going to go back to Red Talon, and then they're going to go back.
Oh, so you're
and they're
kidnapping
gonna
Red
start-
Talon people without them knowing. This is just great.
Yeah, but
I'm
all they're doing
recognize
is
someone.
all they're really doing is just mine ore for me and help continue to develop the base.
Free labor.
Yes. Want a sticker?
It's better than human testing.
I mean, yeah, you said no more human testing, which there's absolutely none. I promise.
That was convincing.
Something about that.
So, do you need anything? You want to go look at the place?
Yeah, I want to. Well, I'm not going to shut you
Yeah,
down
go
for
ahead
that
and give us a
because
tour.
I have no right to tell you how to run your faction. But I will tell you, I will not support it in any means necessary or needed. Even though
I
you
do.
are with me. Of course you would.
What?
Alright, let's go.
So how do you get
there? Honestly, we haven't really fully figured that part out. I mean, it's I would say it's impenetrable, but it is quite difficult to actually, get in. Like, you'll either have to break through, or you'll just have to go through the front gate.
You know, it's
which is-
impenetrable. I've spent plenty of time on the streets back in my day, and nothing's impenetrable.
It's more like it's harder for an army to climb across mountains. So they're more
Yeah,
likely
no,
to
I
attack.
just experienced that.
No, there's more down there, but I mean, it's not even fully built. We're still like moving people. There's still something in the base. That's all we really got here.
Well, at least they're
There's nothing
sheltered,
down there.
you know. At least you're not testing on them anymore.
Yeah, definitely.
I'll give you props to that.
This place is still highly in development, but then again, it has the same thing as the vault. If I die, it die.
Well,
I have put on a timer though, so
I will
you
tell
gotta
you,
listen back to people.
they are Red Talon. It's morally incorrect to even test on them with Skulk, as much as they've done bad to the world, because they're Red Talon. No offense,
Hey.
I'm talking about modern day. These are modern day Red Talon people. But these Red Talon people are criminals in our mind. They're waging war on the free world. And I guess they're getting what they deserve at this point. They get a roof over their head, they have to mine for a living. Well, they're not soldiers anymore, but that sounds like basically the life of any average person. So I'll give it to you. You kept your word.
Yep, definitely.
Well,
Sorry.
I guess we go to that tavern now, don't we, Graves? Me and you.
Man, you're going to a tavern.
Would you like to
You're
go?
gonna invite me?
No.
Would
We
you like
weren't
to come?
going to a tavern. I was going to go back to my bunker.
No, you're going to the
and I was
tavern.
going to go drink.
Hey,
alone.
Todd, you want to go to a tavern with me and Graves?
I mean, I'll have to. Yeah, sure. Why not?
We're going right now.
Hold on. Alright, now I'm ready to go.
That's better. Oh, the dream team. Zachariah will watch things at my base. Don't you worry. You know what? Let's all go and have us a night, right?
Yeah.
Drinks are on me, by the way.
Whatever you
gentlemen.
do.
Wait, hold on. We're gonna go buy
okay,
it
you
anyways.
Huh?
You should have done with that.
Oh, yeah. Well,
Where?
Graves, I assume that's the only way I get you to go with me.
But wait, where are we even going? Are we going to, like, set up your place, or are we going to...
No, we're going to
you
the
know,
town. We're going to Hiwi. We're going to the Federation military capital.
They're gonna give me some
Okay.
back there.
It will be fine. Everybody there knows me.
What about me?
You'll be okay. You blend in.
Oh, yeah, it's just like...
Well, me and Graves, we're kind of heroes right now. We're in a museum, okay?
Heroes,
shows in the
villains.
museum.
You're portrayed as a vision. You're portrayed as a villain in the museum. Difference is on the very top floor. I read it. You are on the list as people who are heroes because they are helping with the war. Steve, General Murley, Axe Silverhawk, and Graves, Winston Graves.
Man, we can go see this.
We'll go someday.
We're not doing a tour of that museum again.
You didn't go with me whenever we toured it. I toured it alone because nobody would do it with
I
me.
toured it myself.
No, it's a wonderful
wildly
museum.
inaccurate.
It was rather accurate from the way I remember it. Maybe it's because you got your butt
Wait,
kicked.
you remember it?
I remember it as me and you going head to head. I mean, they definitely portrayed the exploding of the office building a little bit different, but that was, the hotel building. They portrayed that different. But I'll take the credit for stabbing him while you place the TNT.
Yeah, I totally didn't shoot him in the back of the head.
Yeah, no, this will be okay here. I took care of the guards and held the door. Anyways, the Wyvern will be okay here. You know what we're taking?
Where are we
Yeah, I can just put it in
Nice
stealth.
skiff.
I can just put it in stealth.
I gotta
mode.
close
It's
my
fine.
You'll see. All right, gentlemen, let's get out of here. Hey, Graves. This place look familiar
I
to you?
see it. I see it.
Oh, yeah.
Not anymore.
Yeah, well, they're rebuilding it.
All right.
Terrible.
What?
Better not be the same.
That looks like a crane to me.
Hotel.
It says construction, doesn't it?
I wasn't reading the sign.
You're broken. Let's see. New tavern, bottom level. What's this sign say? New hangout, multi-floors, coming soon. Okay, so this name. To Capital Emeralda. I plan to go there someday. Not anytime soon, because we need to be here just in case. But, gentlemen, this is the tavern. It is wonderful and tiny and cozy and my type of place. So, find a seat and let's talk, gentlemen. We're going to need a big old table. Excuse me. You know what? Why don't we just sit at the bar? Howdy. Thank you. Anyways, how are we doing?
I don't like being here. I'm gonna be honest.
Why is that?
Please. I don't trust anyone here.
I don't trust you here either. Anyways, well, bartenders usually are good at keeping secrets, so we'll be okay. Graves,
You're
how's your
saying
been?
I can take off this old thing?
No, you cannot. Okay, well, now you did. Now it's
It's
okay.
alright.
They'll keep secrets. Graves, are you enjoying your root beer over there?
It's not exactly the buzz that I wanted, but
It'll give you a buzz, all right. Whenever it comes out, it'll buzz your vocal cords. Anyways, I think we deserve this, gentlemen. You know, Zachariah ain't here, but you know what? The three of us, we deserve it. We've been dealing with a lot the past couple of days. We deserve it, you know.
hey, look at
And Graves, you know what this does? This gives us time to talk about our play.
swap seats for a minute.
Our play. What are we going to do? There's only one other move we can make. And since the Confederation hasn't communicated with us, I don't have to communicate with them whenever I want to do something against Red Talon anymore. I say, me, you, and Zachariah, we make a move. There's got to be a staging point. There's got to be a staging point where Red Talon is attacking that airport city. I don't even know the name of it. There's got to be a staging point. So we blow the heck out of it. What do you think? Me, you, and Zachariah. 3-man crew. Maybe.
Please tell me that I get. Please tell me I get to be the one who places the explosives.
Oh, we all
Because
blew everything
there
up.
are-
There's an invader there too. I'm sure we can sneak onto that because there are some troops. I got. We have to survey that too. I surveyed a lot of things for 4 weeks.
There's an invader there.
And on the ridge, there are troops stored there too that are test practicing because they can practice near the camp. But there's an invader there, and on the ridge there are
We need to steal
vehicles
that
and stuff.
invader.
So I'm thinking
We
we
need
place
to
the
steal
TNT on the vehicles that are unused, like land boats and stuff. Then we blow it up. Everybody goes there.
We need to steal the invader.
What if we take people out and then we use the invader to blow the people that are
Well,
training on the mountain to
yeah.
pieces?
Yeah, we can. Is this root beer taste funny to you?
I don't think they gave you root beer. Okay. Somebody might have spiked your drink. We should get out of here, Graves. Nice talk. Nice little night out. I'm coming here again with or without you, gentlemen, by the way. Thank you, Fred. Thanks,
This
Fred.
is why I don't drink out.
Why? Because you act a fool in front of people?
No, because I.
Because you get sick in front of people.
He'll be fine.
Yeah, he will. All right.
Throw up in my helmet.
Oh, my God.
Sucks.
Hey, there's a sewer right here. Go do it down there.
The same sewer I came out of
I'll
last.
see you.
I remember that.
How do you remember
Well,
that?
I'll be starting up. I'm gonna be honest, I hate the place.
Well, it's Confederation. You hate Confederation.
Yeah. I hate this place.
Well, I'll let you go then.
Uh,
I'll wait for him. If you want to make it back on your own, I won't hold you. I'm going to wait for him to come out of there. Either way, if you
I
want
took your skiff there. I gotta wait for you.
I mean, you can walk
You're-
back. It's not that far a walk. I mean, if you want to head out and not wait for us, I mean, you'll probably make it back before we will, because he's going to be a while down there.
I mean, oh look, it's already out. Magic.
Hey! You feeling okay?
Wonder how easy is it to steal one of these?
No. Oh, crap.
We're not
Graves?
committing Grand Theft Auto for something so
No. I have one.
trivial as a car.
Anyways,
We are going to commit Grand Theft Auto on an invader.
it's exactly what.
I need the schematics back
Okay, fine. Oh,
so
yeah, good idea.
I can remake it.
Okay,
That's exactly what I wanted to steal it for.
and we can upgrade it. We get a flamethrower.
Absolutely, that's exactly what. No.
That you shot that down quick. I'm sorry.
No.
Why can we
No.
not add a flamethrower?
Ballistic weaponry. Flamethrower,
Flamethrower.
that's something you give to troopers. You don't give that on a vehicle.
It'd be
Unless you want
massive.
to put more fuel into it.
I mean, we
Exactly.
could burn a whole town down in minutes.
I mean, there's
But another
yeah, we
thing
can
is
even
Gauss cannon.
There's a easy house right here that we could.
Hey, no,
We're not
no,
doing.
no,
we are
no,
never
we're
taking
not
you out
doing-
again. We are not doing this again.
Todd,
Todd,
we are doing
You are best locked away in your own little chamber, alone with the skulk and your people, and not out in public.
What's that supposed to mean?
It means that I haven't been out in public in a while, and I know how to behave myself. Anyways, let's go find the skiff. Where do we park it?
Where did you park it?
I don't know, but it said Bert's Takeover War Final Front over here, so I guess we should go. Hey, you remember this? This is where the battle was happening. Remember we were in there blowing up a hotel, and I've never explored this area. We only saw it from where were we? We were over there, Flying by. CC defense lines to the final front Revo made. Wow.
You know, we never actually got to see the museum. I think we kind of forgot about that entire thing.
No, we said we weren't
that's
going
not,
there.
that's not here.
The museum's on the other side.
Here.
Oh, well, maybe we head to that next.
Revo offensive lines. Well, really got our butt kicked, didn't we?
Benjamin McCauley's truck. It was struck and it killed him. That's a lie and a half. That boy was alive.
Benjamin is dead.
But he is now.
Wait,
Back then he wasn't.
did you kill my man?
No. We didn't kill him.
What happened?
Well,
Benjamin was my second in command. He ran this front.
Yeah, well, do you know who else was down here with him?
Who?
As a quote-unquote infantry trooper.
Who?
I'll give you two names.
Campbell.
Campbell and our little favorite brat in the world, Surge.
They killed him?
No, they didn't kill him.
Then how did he die?
We're fighting alongside him. He died with the rest of Scarlet Hand.
Well, Benjamin was my man.
He was, but
I'm guessing he joined Scarlet Hand whenever I disappeared. I didn't keep up with it much.
he did. He did.
Oh, well, that sucks.
He felt like he owed us his life after we saved him. But
This right here.
unfortunately, he...
This is gonna be one of the weakest bridges I've ever seen.
Probably, yeah.
But
Easily blows up.
Quit talking. This is a major
blowing
road.
it. Why do you think about blowing it up all the time, man?
This
Just
connects
think about it. It's a
the
very,
Healy to the rest of the world.
it's a very pretty bridge.
Interesting.
It's a very, very pretty bridge.
Don't get any idea.
You could have bombed the hell out of this.
Well, we didn't park it on the other side of the bridge, so we got to go back to find our car. The Skulk. So, or not the Skulk, the Skiff.
Skiff.
Yeah, I'm gonna go in.
Maybe there was something there. You go ahead, Todd. We'll talk with you later. 1 week. 6 days now, actually. 6 days.
Alright, I'm gonna attempt to figure out this suit.
If in 6 days you keep messing up, I'm gonna shoot you.
I'd like to see you try, Stinky Graves.
Did he just use a toddler insult?
Fuck you.
Stop using futuristic weapons against us. Go away. We got a Skiff to find. I keep calling it.
Use a real gun. Use a 45.
That gun,
Good.
his plasma beam or whatever that is, will probably blow us to pieces with less shots.
Plasma beam, plasma beam.
Oh,
You want to know something? You want to know something? A 45 hollow point. What the hell was that?
I was about to ask you the same thing. Get your gun out. Graves.
Hello? You guys still alive over there?
Oh, he's not.
Watch my 6.
Yeah, I'll watch your 6. Who's gonna watch my 6? Good answer. It came from this way.
You want to check it out? Are you stupid?
What?
I'm not being intoxicated, but I ain't dumb enough to. That's a big hole.
Could have been Skulk. There's a fox down there. Nothing out of the ordinary.
Fox smells like it has skulk on it.
Well, we're getting close to your old 4 base. Remember? 4 base.
I do, actually. Where is it?
Somewhere this way. Oh, I stole one of their cups. I'll just leave this out here.
I also stole one of their cups.
Graves, we lost. Looking for a skiff, then we go investigate some noise, and now I've got us lost.
Look you.
Yeah, well, I wasn't really focusing on where we went.
You do keep your guns around. I'm not trying to get mauled by
Yeah.
a feral animal converted into skulk.
They did the...
Walking
Oh, there's Emeralda.
slimy. What?
Beautiful city. That's the capital, so we just came from there. That's Hiwi. That means that 4 base must be right over here. Right?
I wonder if stuff still works here. What's left?
I haven't been since we blew the place up. Oh. Todd!
What the hell? How did he get here? For us.
I'm not even going to ask. It was probably him who made the stupid noise. Well, let's go back then. It's nice to see this place is still destroyed. This was a part of your giant cannon, wasn't it?
It was.
You think you could get the schematics out of this thing still? Or is it too much overdone?
The schematics for the invader were based off the schematics for the anti-air.
I meant if you could get the schematics out of this thing too.
You guys.
No, this is just the base. I need the schematics of the actual cannon.
Yeah.
I'm embarrassed.
Yeah.
Anyway, what are you guys doing following me?
Well, we heard a noise.
We were following a noise.
Did it sound like a little... what did it sound like?
Sounded like some animal.
Eerie. Sounded skulk-like.
Okay. I think I have a very important question. What happened here?
Graves, I got a better question.
What?
Where's the starship?
Oh, shit.
You would have thought if the Federation came out here to scavenge their starship, they would have scavenged everything else, right? Salvaged it all?
Yep.
So, where's the starship? It was right here. You can see the outline where it was laying.
Yep.
This is interesting. So wait, what are you saying took this?
I'm not saying anything took it. I'm saying something took it. Okay, I don't know what, I don't know who.
Well,
but it was
you'd have to be the biggest. You'd have to be the biggest kleptomaniac ever to steal an entire ruined starship. That's one. And two, you'd have to have a lot, and I mean a lot of time to do it.
Interesting.
4 months isn't enough time.
Well,
It's not. That's one. And two, where are you going to put some that big?
Especially since, right after this happened, basically, just a couple weeks later, we all disappeared off the face of the planet. There was so much mystery surrounding it all, nobody would have the time or money to come here and do it. So that begs the question. The Confederation didn't even scavenge their starship over at Outpost Date, over at the old village. That tells me
It wasn't who. It was
it wasn't the Confederation. It wasn't some scavenger. It's a matter of what who got it.
do you have any ideas?
Zechariah mentioned something.
Me and Zechariah, we were flying from that direction towards that direction, we saw something that looked like a starship floating about right here. But it was impossible because this one was shot down. But the thing is, it had blue specks all over it. It had blue energy
Are you
coming off of it.
saying? Are you saying what I think you're saying?
Our fears have come true.
Interesting.
You know what this means? The skull can rebuild our objects, power it, rise it from the dead. You know what this means?
Just like they can do with the bodies.
You know what this
Boys,
means?
I'm gonna have to cut you off here. But I'm gonna get out of here. I'll see you all around.
I don't know that, because Soup could do that.
Organic and inorganic matter. Now I'm jealous.
It can take over anything, right? It takes over. It was rebuilding itself. It took over my rally point. Remember? It can make sense. It powered it, and it rose it. That begs the question: where is the Skulk starship? You know what this means? I was right.
It means we're royally.
We don't even have a week. The next few days determine whether we are going to be trying to win the war, or we're going to be trying to survive this.
Well, no. I say we have to start work in the morning.
We start tonight. Me and Zachariah,
Alright.
we're going to that rally point. Or that
Alright,
staging
well.
point. We're going to that staging point. I'll go get Zachariah. You meet me at the staging point. Got it? It's not too long of a walk. It's
Understood.
pretty long, but I don't know where the skiff is. I'll get Rev to get it to auto GPS back to the base, and I'll arrive there. And after this, in the morning, whenever we're done with the staging point, you know what we're going to do? We're going to get Stark and
What?
Commander Keegan. And after that, we're going to get the Confederation to hightail it. And I'm going to get my people to double time it with my missile research and the Skulk weakness. We don't have time.
Sounds like a plan.
Grace, be safe.
You too.